Hey, what's going on? Back again with another quick review. I wanted to talk really briefly about the um, Audirect Atom 2. This really cool DAC amp that basically attaches right on through a lightning connector to your iPhone. This is a broken iPhone 7, not that there's anything wrong with that. There is probably a million broken iPhones around at any given time, traversing the world with their owners. Uh, you know, Screens break. Actually, the iPhone 12 screens are a little bit better. I have an iPhone 12 I'm recording with right now, a little 12 mini that I love and adore, and plan on keeping for a long time because potentially they're getting rid of the mini. But that's not what this is about. This is about the Audirect Atom 2, which is a really, really cool device. Um, it has an ESS 9281 AC chip in it, I believe. Now, you're going to see this chip popping up all over the place. DD Hi-Fi just released something that looks near identical to this in terms of form factor. That also has the 9281 in it. Earman has a dongle that has the 9281 in it. The Helm Bolt has the 92181 in it. I think the Allo Audio dongle also has it in it. So it's popping up all over the place. I'm presumably because it decodes MQA, and you'll see that the common denominator is that there is a light indicator, a little light indicator on it that is multicolored, and then it also only in most of the DAC dongles that I've seen so far only has a 3.5 millimeter, which isn't a problem for me because when I think about plugging into my iPhone, I'm typically just running pretty sensitive IEMs. I have a desk unit for headphones and things like that. So something to consider though is that it doesn't have a balanced out. So not a 4.4, doesn't have a 2.5, it's just the 3.5 millimeter. But it is dope and it sounds incredible. Really, really good. I love this phone form factor. It's got a very satisfying click to it, and then it does this quick light up thing. And then it has the multi lighting display that tells you what sort of quality you're running. So if you're running an MQA file, I'm running, if I look at this Stevie Wonder song, this is an MQA. It does this magenta color. I don't know if you can catch that. It's a little hard to catch, but it turns magenta. And then if you're just doing a standard quality, let's see if I have something else I can show as an example here. Do I have any standard quality stuff? This would be my version. This is just a FLAC 16-bit. So if we go there, it shows up, it's a red color, which indicates that it's, I guess, high-res FLAC. But or just FLAC, like Redbook FLAC. So that's pretty cool. And then there's like a green, there's a blue for higher bit, like 24-bit and beyond, I think, encoding. And then there's like a green, which I haven't been able to trigger yet because I believe that's like 384 kilohertz or something like that. I don't think I have any files that green would want, so green is ignoring me. Hiss-free, sounds tremendous. 62 milliwatts output power. So what it essentially does is if you think of like the FIO M5, for example, that is, I believe, 42 milliwatts. So this is doing 62 milliwatts into 32 ohms, I want to say. And so it's a little bit more powerful than like an M5. Still, it's very small. It's not the most powerful thing in the world. But I can comfortably run the HD6XX from it. So the drop HD6XXs, which are notoriously, not notoriously, but one of the more challenging headphones to drive properly, I think sounds really good from it. But then, that would depend on who you asked, and that's another story too. Some people might tell you that they sound the same on anything. There is some truth to that because of the signature sort of slight veil to the HD series, right? Or the HD 650 and HD 6XX, which, you know, but I think that matters, and I think that the HD 6XX, oops, hit my camera thing here, sounds a little bit different from the hip DAC, for example, which is a little bit more natural and neutral than it does from this one with an ESS chip in it, for example. Why do I have the hip DAC out? Well, I'm just, you know, I wanted to talk about some other options for iPhone users. Obviously, this is something that supports Apple Music. Let's go ahead and see if I can load that. Not now. Oh, do I even have Apple Music on here working properly? Let's see. Yeah, so you can see that it's indicating that that is high res, probably just like 16-bit. So not their, that's their lossless, but not their 24-bit. Like I believe they call that like high res lossless, the 24-bit encoding. And then they just have regular lossless and Apple Music. Anyways, so long and short of it is it supports Apple Music, your titles, your Plex Amp, your Runes, your Amazon Musics, and anything that you can think of, really. And also MQA, if that's of interest to you. The more controversial nowadays, MQA, but I think some albums sound excellent, as I've said before. Anyways, that's it, man, and it's amazing. And you can find this on AliExpress. Again, it's the Audirect Atom 2. Keep hitting this damn thing. And it's beautiful. I mean, it's got a real nice look to it. It's definitely an eye catcher. And it's $80 USD. I mean, what a steal. To me, I don't notice any real discernible difference between this and you know, the high BR5, if I'm being honest. Now, maybe the R5 has ever so slightly better dynamics and punch and speed and so forth, but not much. You know, for $79 for something that just sits in your pocket, I mean, I just think this is incredible. I also like, and what I wanted to mention as well is, you know, your typical dongle. This looks like, this is a Heidi's USB-C dongle. It's a little bit different. Two things: it's still difficult to find Lightning dongles. Number one, and number two, with this thing, you don't have that breaking point, that cable. And I've always hated that about the dongle, how you have these two pieces to it. I've always, you know, really wanted something small and with a cableless in my dongle. So I was really happy to see this, and I scooped it up right away from AliExpress when I saw it on there. And like I said, you know, DD Hi-Fi is coming out with its version of this. Now, in terms of the engineering under the hood, I'm not sure that there's a discernible difference between these different dongles, or if it's all the same sort of DAC and amp staging, in, you know, just rebranded by different companies. It's you know, not for me to say. I don't have them all to compare them. Maybe that's something that Amir over at Audio Science Review will do for us in the future. But anyways, as it stands right now, great value, great amp, sounds great. Little to no hiss that I'm able to find, even on something that's fairly sensitive like the TheAudio L4s here. Nothing, dead silent. Excellent buy. So if you're in the market for something like that, and a lot of people are nowadays, scoop it up, go out and grab one. And thanks for listening, thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like this channel, subscribe to the channel, that helps. It's not monetized, so you don't have to see through. Well, you might have to watch commercials anyways. I'm not sure how that works nowadays. But anyways, I'm not making any money from this. This is just for the love. I might monetize it in the future. I don't know. We'll see. That's for another video or story. Thank you very much. I'll be back again. I actually have a TheAudio L2 coming. So I'm going to compare that against the other Theaudios I have, the L4, and I actually have the Voyager 3 as well. And those are the only ones I have. But I'll do a little comparison in the near future when those arrive. Anyways, take care, guys. Stay safe and stay well, and thanks for watching.